Welcome to Toffee TV. The World Cup is on. It starts very soon, Baz. So we know what we thought. Well, we sit here all day talking about everything. Let's get stuck into the World Cup. Let's start previewing the World Cup. Because I get dead excited for the World Cup. I love it.
Yeah,
you look infused by the World Cup.
I do.
Baz.
I do. I love the World Cup. I do. Honestly, I do. I'm a bit disappointed the games aren't through the night. I love it that like a late game. I do love that. But
have you seen the first Saturday?
Four games, isn't it? Said some misses. Yeah. Take some plans on that Saturday,
because you ain't seeing me.
Nope, I'm not moving. Four games.
No, I know what you mean by that. It's a bit nocturnal myself, and it is nice to have those games. But you know, I'd rather have the games at night, later at night, than in the day. But so be it. That's the way it is. That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
But now I'm looking forward.
It's a bit late to change it now.
Yeah,
and if they wanted reasons to it not being Russia, that wouldn't have been one.
No.
There was a few other ones, like hard drives that got smashed up. Yeah. But there you go. Group A is where we start.
Yeah.
Russia versus Saudi Arabia is the first game.
June the 14th. Yeah.
On a Thursday. It sounds like a game for the ages. But what I love about the World Cup, sometimes it's like anything else, isn't it? You put a game on, it could be like Saudi Arabia versus Russia, let's just say, and it ends up being a boss watch because that's the World Cup.
It's the World Cup. You'll watch anything.
You will.
Won't you?
People you've never heard of suddenly become absolute worldies
household
and
names.
Household names, even if it's for a couple of weeks. And
it's great.
Just get you going.
It's great. It is because it's a shift away from the club focus, isn't it? And just watch football, and I think for the likes of us, you still link back to when you were a kid, because you didn't see those players that now. Now you can see players Champions League and everything else. And
you still get surprises.
You do. No,
you still get surprises, and this could be a group that creates some of the surprises. Russia, Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Uruguay. Not necessarily a great group on paper, and actually for all four teams, what a group to be in, because I would say all four teams could get out of this group if things fall their way. Russia are the hosts, obviously. A lot of pressure, a lot of political pressure on them at the moment. They want this World Cup to run as smoothly as possible. A lot of people talk about things like hooliganism and all that. I don't think there's going to be any problems, because I don't think it'll be allowed. I think the main man will make sure, Mr. Putin, I think he'll make sure there ain't no hooliganism.
So it's a showcase for
because do you know what? Because with everything that's going on in the world, Russia have a fantastic opportunity to say this is what we're all about, and I think he'll make sure that it runs smoothly. I've seen different ways that he might be making it run smoothly, like he did in the Olympics a couple of years ago. He made sure that runs smoothly, so I think he'll make it run smoothly. Russia themselves, they're not blessed with household names this time. I think what was it, 21 of the 23 players play in Russia. Now I know in the last few years the Russian league's become the finances have gone up a little bit, but you would expect any decent team in the World Cup to have players scattered about and in a few big teams, but Russia don't have it.
But then someone could turn around to you and go, well, name me English players.
I knew you were going to say that.
Who play somewhere else. So I understand what you're saying. There's not as many household.
Martinez, Graham Jones, set piece.
There's not as many Russian players that are household names now. Obviously Alan Dragov, I think you say his name, he's been linked with Everton a couple of times. Certainly when Martinez was here, he was a very exciting young player, plays for CSK.
Where's Billy?
CSK, yeah, I know. This should have been Billy's moment. But just because you they're not household names doesn't mean they're not going to be a good side. The host nation, we saw it with South Korea in 02, getting to the semi-finals when they were hosting it. That host nation can be carried forward. We've seen France obviously got to the I know, I'm not comparing Russia with France, but I mean that thing, the momentum. England in '96, we got to the
what actually might galvanise them is the fact that most of them are at home and have been able to take it all in. The excitement as it approaches and really take that on board, and with
know
this,
each other's games a little bit better because they play in the same league and stuff,
see each other regularly and stuff like that, and no big egos. And with this group as well, you know, Uruguay would be the one that you would expect to win the group, but for me, that second place, since something happened in the Champions League, that might have blown it a little, you know, wide open.
Do you think?
You know, with that,
with the injury.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, Saudi Arabia, they've got 3 players who play in Spain, and all the rest of them in Saudi Arabia. So therefore,
they're the weakest. I would on paper.
On paper, they're the weakest. Now they're the weakest because their league is the weakest. But again, it's almost like the Russian thing. This might be a group of players that have played together for a while, so know each other's games. That might help them, but when they go against harder teams, I think they're going to struggle, especially with the standard of the league. But as I say, Egypt, for me, 2 weeks ago, everyone was like, oh, these could be like a dark horse for the semi-finals or whatever, because I think they are the strongest team in Africa, and with Salah, they had an X-factor player. They had a player who was, you know, absolutely just smashing it. I mean, no matter what you say about Salah or what you want, he has had an absolutely phenomenal season. And then when it came down to that Champions League, and all down to a halt. I mean, he's been free of injury all season pretty much. He's been absolutely flying. But it looked, the trajectory was perfect for the World Cup. Absolutely perfect for the World Cup, and that's what led a lot of people to think, we don't want Egypt, we don't want to get him, because he's got such an X factor that on any given day he's so good that he could hurt us. But obviously with the injury, now he's going to the World Cup. There's obviously,
he's been named in the squad.
He's been named in the squad. So he might miss the first game. Let's say he missed the first game. I don't think he's arriving with the rest of the group
till the 9th.
Till they play on the Friday, don't they? So he misses that game against Uruguay. I suppose if you wanted him to miss one game, that might be the game you'd want him to miss.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because obviously Uruguay, you'd expect to win that game.
Uruguay would expect to win that game.
You'd expect to win it, and therefore Egypt are capable of getting 4 points at least than the other two. You know, capable of getting a draw off Russia if Salah's fit, capable of beating Saudi. So yeah, I get it, but I think he'll play. I think he'll play, even if it's an injection. It's a shoulder sprain.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It was.
They said it hasn't been dislocated.
No, I know it hasn't been dislocated. But what I'm saying is that he's such a fast player that he uses his arms, and that was clearly why he couldn't carry on in the game. You know, he obviously there might have been like muscle fibres that have been pulled, haven't they? If he's in a lot of pain, like a serious lot of pain, well,
he's not going to be risked, is he?
That's what I'm saying.
But if it's like that, he could have some injections.
And I don't want to cast any aspersions on the Uruguayans, right? But
they do.
They're clever. They've been known to be quite clever over the years in the way they go about football matches and playing them.
Well,
and the different tricks they will take.
Well, maybe Egypt might leave them out for that one.
And I imagine if there's any nation that might just target that arm, it might be Uruguay, because they're just very clever.
They like to win. But they've got some good players anyway, Egypt. You know, it's only when you say them out, like, you forget about it and go, well, you know, they've got Hegsy, who's at West Brom, the big tall centre half. They've got El Neni, who's at Arsenal, who's decent. Trezeguet, who Everton have been linked with, the winger, is very good. Sobby, who's moving from Stoke to...
They've got about 6 or 7 English-based players, haven't they?
Alamandi, who plays
played
for
in the
Aston
Premier
Villa.
He played in the Premier League, he played in Hull. They've got a lot of English-based players, therefore they've got players who just up to the English game, which because I know
the days of Ibrahim Said are gone.
It's 2018, but I still think we think a lot of these countries are soft touches. Whereas I bet you if you'd watched Egypt and the conditions they played in some of those group games, and especially that last game when the Salah scored the penalty in the last minute. You know, these are tough lads. These are tough lads, and playing in England will have helped the development of the football. So I think Egypt. I think Egypt will be interesting in this group. I mean, Uruguay, of course, they've got Suarez up front. This is going to be. Do you think this will be peak Suarez?
Yeah, because what is he, 30 now?
Yeah.
This is his moment, isn't it? This is his moment to shine. Might even be 31 actually. So this is probably going to be his last World Cup, depending on if he keeps himself fit.
Obviously,
he may, but it's his last
World Cup. How that ended,
and the World Cup before.
You know, World Cup before, Ghana and balling the ball on the line. Last World Cup sent off by Chiellini. So obviously he's
got an opportunity in this World Cup to just show what he's all about. Because when he just plays his football, he's a fantastic centre.
Uruguay are an amazing.
Well, you've got Cavani. He's up there with him.
Uruguay are an absolutely amazing country. Yeah. I think they've got a population smaller than London.
Yeah.
They've got one major city.
Smaller,
One major city. And the players they produce, I mean, Suarez, Cavani, Jimenez, Godin, Atletico Madrid, one of the best defenders in the world by a mile.
Godin is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I mean, there's 4 players that would grace a lot of sides, and that's coming from a country, you know, but it does feel like this is almost like the last of the golden generation before.
They had Forlan, didn't he, in the last one?
Yeah, Forlan's gone now. He's gone. Wasn't he in the team of the tournament two ago?
In Africa.
He was amazing in South Africa.
Brilliant. But no, you're right. They're coming to the end of that cycle. It'll be Cavani's last one as well. He's 30, so it'll be his last World Cup, you would think, or certainly the last World Cup when maybe he's at the peak of his powers. So, you know, you look at them and you think they should get through. I mean, last time out they beat England, didn't they? Suarez scored. They beat England 2-1 and got out the group with Italy. So, you know, they're a tough nation. They've always been a tough nation. They're a tough nation with ability at the top end of the pitch in Suarez.
It'd be interesting actually though, because I think in the last couple of years there was no weight of expectation on them, you know, and I think in this group they're clearly the favourites to go through. So that'll be interesting whether that weighs on them at all as well.
They've got Gomez, they've got Torreira as well, who's faced at Sampdoria, who's linked with Everton over a week. So they've got good footballers, you know, and they know the way around that pitch and they know how to win.
Tough as well. Yeah. Good defenders.
That's what I meant.
So they'll be a very interesting team because, as you just said, Cavani, Suarez are 2 of the best strikers in the world.
Both had really good seasons, scored a lot of goals between them. So
Cavani arguably might have had a better season than Suarez.
Well, he probably has.
Suarez dried. I don't know. He dried up a little bit this season.
Still had 20 odd goals.
Oh yeah, well, I mean it's Barcelona.
Cavani had 30, didn't he? I think or something.
Yeah. I mean that's different because it's playing in PSG, but yeah, I mean it's the last big one, but this represents a chance for them to. I don't know, because this World Cup I can't put a favourite on it.
Germany.
See, but that's interesting, and I understand why you say that, but at the same time, I understand why they're the favourites, but I wouldn't go. Oh, they'll absolutely.
Does
win
Germany
it.
Brazil because it's Brazil?
Because it's Brazil, but without Neymar, I don't think they're anything special.
I don't know. Firmino's brilliant. Coutinho
start games for them.
Scores goals though.
Gabriel Jesus was that game.
I know, but
it's whether they. We're not talking about Brazil anyway.
No, I was just saying about the tournament. So I was saying Germany, Brazil. You can't rule Spain out because they're
No, and actually they're one that no one is looking at really. Everyone's like, yeah, but
Belgium have got.
Well, yeah. Let's not.
So you don't know, but Uruguay could definitely get to quarter-finals, and then when you've got Suarez and Cavani up front,
yeah,
you've got.
Who do you think's going to get out the group?
I think Uruguay will win the group. I do, and then I think it's between Russia and Egypt, and it's really tough because I think Russia because they're the host nation. If they say they were to just draw with Saudi Arabia, massive pressure on them then to get out of it. I think Salah's key for Egypt because he's the one that puts the ball in the back of the net basically. Like you said, Trezeguet's really good. He's the one to look out for. Sobby is hit a bit hit and miss, or he certainly was at Stoke. But they've got players. I'm going to say Uruguay and Egypt.
I think Uruguay and Egypt, and I think what will happen is Uruguay will I think they'll get 2 wins and a draw. I think Egypt will get out the group because I think even without Salah, I think they've got a good side. I think they've got players who know how to get results, and I think Salah will come in the last couple of games, or maybe a game and a half even, and just they'll do enough. I think Russia will bomb. I think they'll be really I think the pressure might just be too much for them. Imagine they finish 4th. Oh my god.
No, they'll finish.
They've got big coats.
I think
because they're going to Siberia.
I think I can see Egypt getting 4, maybe 5 points.
I think it's all on that first game
for Egypt.
No, for
Russia.
For the whole tournament. No, for that group.
Yeah.
I think if Russia don't pick up 3 points in that first game,
they're in trouble.
Because they've got to get off to a good start to get the belief of the people behind them and the momentum.
Do you subscribe to the fact that the host nation has to have a good World Cup for it to be a good World Cup?
No. Only that only applies if you are the home nation. Do you know what I mean? If you are looking through the eyes of someone, you'll go, was that a good World Cup? Well, what did we do?
No, I mean for the crowds and stuff.
The crowds will turn up no matter what, and if they don't, he'll bust them in. Dude, for the crowd, tickets are already sold.
Yeah. No, I'm just
tickets are already sold.
For interest and
you
for
need,
keeping.
You need like a big lanyard with a big thing on your face and everything. There's no messing about with this World Cup. He's got it boxed off. No matter what anyone thinks of that man, he knows how to do PR, and he'll get it right. This time more than any other time.
He's gonna find a way.
He's gonna find a way
to get away.
This time more than any other. I think he'll get it right.
He's gonna do it right. Yeah.
There you have it. That is Group A. I mean,
so we're going for Egypt and Uruguay.
It wasn't up the stats heavy for the teams,
we don't want that,
but we don't want that. This is a laid back conversation amongst friends of what's going to happen in the World Cup.
Yeah. You want that?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Tell us something we don't know about these teams. If you are from any of these countries, which you know what, you might be, because you might have just seen this video and gone, who are these idiots? Let us know your thoughts, and we're going to be doing this for the entire World Cup. By the way, we're going to do previews for every group, and we're going to be doing reactions, not to every single game, obviously, but we'll be doing them every day.
Every day.
Oh, Baz doesn't know. We'll be doing a World Cup daily every day, Baz. Every day.
Not an issue, mate.
Not an issue. That's what we do now. We're here.
We're here, ready to do it.
Ready to go.
Ready to
might do some
we'll do some live stuff.
Do some live stuff as well when the games are on. Some watch-alongs for the games as well. Not for these ones though, because I'm on holiday. So yeah, give us your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. You don't just have to be an Everton fan. You can be a lover of football. Because that's what we are. Lovers of football. Good job I added the football.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially for Russian viewers. there you have it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.